Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Really?
The Happy Halloween episode.
Oh.
Yep.
Are you guys dressing up?
Yep.
Wow. What are you?
He wears this.
Oh,
every
it's just
winter.
cold in the studio. This is just my jacket that I wear daily.
Cool sunglasses, Stevo.
Thanks, man. They're part of my hoodie.
That's your hood?
That's my hood.
Oh, man.
Real
all
quickly,
part
could
of
you
the-
turn your... Oh, there you go. There you are. There's that face.
It's hot.
Hello,
In the
everyone.
studio.
Today is our Halloween-themed episode.
That's right.
Stevo killed this rat just now.
I did. This is no prop. Ah.
Yeah, that's
pretty
Gosh,
fun
this
stuff.
is awful. This, whew.
Guys,
okay.
I'm actually not wearing a Halloween costume today. I started taking this pill, and it's not FDA approved yet. But as you can see,
It turns you
it's
into the
working.
lead singer
As
of
you can
REO
see-
Speedwagon.
it's working, and I love it.
Dex told baldness, sayonara.
Yeah,
He built this city on rock and roll.
that's
This is a
right.
sigh.
Oh,
I'm actually blind right now. That's why I'm wearing these glasses. That's the only side effects.
Oh, I thought
to,
you were
uh,
referencing your hair this whole time.
to take
You
in-
really just took a pill for
I
blindness.
took a pill, and they said it'd grow my hair back, and I said I'll take it, but they didn't tell me that the side effect was blindness.
You'd have never seen that coming if you were blind.
I'm blind.
Incredible. Speaking of terrifying things like taking drugs, it is our Halloween episode, and today we thought we'd kick it off with scary stories to tell in the dark. I have to put my hood on.
Yeah, put your hood back on. Sorry. So we'll go down the line.
Yeah.
Stevo, do you want to start?
Is it scary stories?
Yes.
This is something real life that traumatically happened to you?
something that's scary.
Okay. Gosh, I'd have to think about it for a minute. Dexter, you go ahead.
All right, I got this.
Okay.
So it was probably about 8 years ago. I was up in the foothills. You guys know where Manal is? The
Yeah.
Manal foothills in
Sure.
Albuquerque?
Yeah, that's
Well, the legend has it that back in the early 1900s, possibly late 1800s, there was a man that lived up in a cave.
Ooh.
Now this guy would come down into Albuquerque, and he would take prostitutes back up to his cave.
Explain to children what prostitutes are. Family show.
Producer Lauren is going to put a definition of a prostitute right here.
No, she's not. This is a family show.
So the legend has been around for over 100 years, and
Captain Caveman.
I thought that I would go and find out if the legend was true, because there have been sightings of a lantern up in the Manal foothills.
Ooh.
And people would see this lantern. It was the guy coming down
I've
from
heard
his
of
cave.
this guy, the Manal Lantern Man.
Exactly. You know him too.
I've heard of him.
They shortened it to just My Lanta Man.
That's a copyright infringement.
Okay, I apologize.
So I got all decked out in my gear.
Got all decked out.
I had
High heels,
a pistol.
short skirt.
I had
Gotta draw the
a
guy
rope, duct tape in case something happened, and I went up into the Manal foothills. It was about midnight, and I remember seeing the lantern from a distance.
Was it green?
As I approached the lantern, I found out it was just some guy with a flashlight.
Oh.
So I continued on until I found the cave.
Ooh, you found the cave.
I entered the
wonders?
cave and I found
A whole new world.
no.
That was solid Aladdin reference.
Thank you.
I found nothing in the cave. As I left down the trail, I thought nothing was going to happen. All of a sudden, I fell into a cactus.
Okay.
As I was lying there picking out cacti,
Yeah.
the lantern from a distance was coming towards me.
So
And I'm sitting there going, what is that? Is that the guy with the flashlight, or is that the lantern?
Is that your tour manager because you're in REO Speedwagon?
So
I can't take it serious.
I couldn't figure it out, but it was getting closer to me.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I couldn't get the cacti out of my foot.
yeah.
Ooh.
And so the thing's getting closer, and I could hear this music going.
We built this city.
I feel like you guys are making fun of myself.
Nobody's
Oh,
making fun
man,
of you.
come on.
We're not making fun of your story, making fun of your hair.
So as it got closer, the music was getting louder. And and I started to panic.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I had a seizure. And I don't remember anything.
Quit making references to seizures.
I'm done with this.
You know what, Producer Lauren? Will you put up
Can we just
a
cut
medical
his whole
website?
thing? Yeah.
for
Do not
seizures?
go up into the Manal foothills. There is a man who kills prostitutes. Lucky I'm not a prostitute, or I'd have been dead.
That was terrifying. Good job.
It
man.
was very
Good
scary.
job.
Speaking of embarrassing, growing up on a moisture farm,
A what?
my uncle and I, we used to just have, so much work around the house that one day we decided we really needed help, man. It was hard doing all the work ourselves, so he asked me if I could go to the local market to grab some help. So I picked up this unit and another helper who could talk me through some things, and we get them back, and I wanted to clean them up, and just make sure they were cool, and lo and behold, boom, one of them starts giving me this message, and it's like, "Help me, Obi-Wan, you're my only hope." And it was like, who's this girl?
Do we get sued?
And it started
how long
freaking me out.
Can he talk about it before we
So
get
it was
2
like,
minutes.
I got to go find this Obi-Wan Kenobi, and my uncle's like,
Time's up.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Wow.
That was terrifying, Stevo.
Man,
Yeah.
That sounds a lot like
Now I'll
Star
tell you
Wars.
guys a scary story, okay? Once upon a time, I was a kid. I was walking around. I went into my room because I had to go to bed. You know how I knew I had to go to bed? Because Murphy Brown came on. And when Murphy Brown came on, that meant it was almost 8:30. So I go into my room and I'm very scared because I kept feeling this really weird presence in my room. And particularly, it was focused on the closet or under the bed. And I mean like an oppressive force.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
You know,
terrifying,
I've been
terrifying.
there.
They've made it into movies.
Who hasn't had monsters living under their bed?
It wasn't a monster.
Okay.
Because later that night I would wake up and look across the room and there was a dead girl standing in the corner of my room. She floated over and was right above my bed, and she had 2 beady little red eyes just glowing down at me.
Beautiful.
I tried to move, but I couldn't move, and it felt like somebody was holding me there. And she said, December 7th, 2017, you'll meet your end, and it's gonna be me. And so ever since then, I've been kind of creeped out about it, but it's life.
It's almost a year away.
What?
It is next year. I didn't even think about that. Anyway, happy Halloween.
No!